Welcome to the Play World Cup. I'm James.
And I'm Jason.
And we are bringing you the fourth week of matches for the Play World Cup. Now, just a super quick reminder, if you'd like to donate, just head off to our website at playworldcup.com.au and hit the donate button. But we are bringing you Desura versus the Voxel Agents on this match. This is the first game, and we are on Discord 4.
That's right. So here we're looking at Xant for Desura, spawning as the yellow Protoss. His partner will be Henley, spawning as the orange Terran.
Now, up the top left, we have the red Protoss Skyeborg, and above him, the purple Terran Sambot for the Voxel Agents.
That's right. So we've come into this game, first game of the series. So no one coming in here with a win or a loss or anything like that. So everyone should be feeling pretty easy. Pretty comfortable. Just
a quick check on the rankings too. I believe the Voxel Agents currently have 4 points, and Desura yet to get points on the board. Mm-hmm. So they'll really be looking to get a win this week and actually jump up the rankings a little bit, especially considering we're heading into week 5, which is our final week of matches.
Yep.
And after that, the tournament breaks down into a tournament-style bracket. And the top 8 teams go through, and we unfortunately lose 2 sets of teams.
That's right. So Desura with 0 points probably would put them somewhere near the bottom of that table, I would imagine.
Yep, I think somewhere near. I mean,
somewhere near.
Unless there was some sort of negative points assignment I'm not aware of.
No.
I believe that puts them either equal bottom or bottom.
Yeah. So either way, very important for Desura to try and get some points this week. Just so they can have a shot then at the next week's game of staying in. But we are seeing a little bit of worker harass from Xant, which is always a good bit of fun for Protoss players to do against Terran workers. You go in there and have a little zap and then run away and regenerate your shields and then come back for a little bit more shenanigans.
Protoss players do it so much.
I know.
It drives
so
me
annoying.
Insane. Not only do they do that, the harass, where they actually attack you, but then they'll run down and try and block your natural as well, or put a pylon down where your natural is meant to go.
Yep.
As a Zerg player, that's the worst feeling in the world, where you're like, gonna go expand now. What am I doing? Now it's thrown out completely. And now there's zealots in my base.
And we do see, is this... No, I don't know what's happening behind that wall, but that pylon gets taken out from Sambot. That was some nice micro there. Moving his SCV away, halting that building production, running away and building it again. And then managed to use his second SCV to take out the probe. So that was really nicely done. Didn't lose any SCVs there.
Good play by the Voxel Agents. And in the meantime, we see Henley has begun the wall off for Team Desura. Looks like we've got Xant here, not contributing to the wall. What a lazy Protoss players.
That's right. This wall's tiny. That can be taken.
When you've got those big team ramps, then that's a good idea to get both in the mix. But with this, I'm sure Terran has more than enough
got a
buildings.
Couple of supply depots, and that wall is done.
Exactly. Up here, we don't actually see a wall coming up from either player, which is interesting.
Yeah, they're leaving that wall wide open, happy enough to let their units defend it.
We've got Bob and Doug and
Graham.
Now keep an eye on Graham. I want to see what happens to Graham. Now you've named him Graham. I'm very curious.
Graham, Doug, and Bob. Although I don't know how we're going to watch them if they bunch up.
That's okay. Just keep your eye.
I've already forgotten. Who's who? That one's Doug. I think that was Bob. That one might be Graham.
Yeah, keep your eye on Graham. I just want to see what happens to Graham. Graham is a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He got a gig at the Space Marines. Are they? No, that's not Space Marines. It's just regular Marines.
No, you are going to start a whole massive fight if you start talking about which came first, Space Marines
or regular Marines.
Zugs.
40k came first, though, right?
Yeah, it totally did. I got totally ripped off. But it's hilarious.
But wasn't 40k itself a rip-off of something else?
Probably. Everything's a rip-off.
So anyway, we see Graham marching down with a zealot at the front. Graham's, he's a good kid. Graham.
Letting that zealot take
Come on, Graham. You can do it. Shoot them.
Go, Graham.
Shoot them.
And now Graham.
Run away.
Actually, I think all three, Graham and Doug, at least, got away there. Bob's dead. Don't worry about him.
Bob, no.
But no, Graham's doing well. But we did see that initial poke did not do the damage, do much damage at all to Desura, and now it looks like Xant is pushing back with these stalkers chasing the Voxel Agents army away.
Graham under threat.
Graham is under threat. Is he going to make it home to see his wife and kids?
Go Graham. Yes.
Graham has survived.
And now this is where I lose it.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, wait, you've still got your...
Well, now, so Graham's picked up a posse and is now chasing away the stalkers of Desura.
He's the best Marine ever.
So we are seeing a little bit of back and forth here.
In the meantime, we've got concussive shell going down by Henley. We've got combat shield going down by Sambot. So it looks like Sambot is really going for quite a heavy Marine build here. We've got a number of reactors up here, so we've got an absolute ton of Marines coming out.
So we've got 5 coming at a time. And then we do have this expansion coming up as well. So no team yet to actually expand, but Skyeborg has dropped his command center and no doubt will be floating that away very shortly.
So we've got no slouch by Henley either. Henley looks like he's researching weapons level 1 and STEM at the same time, so he's going to have quite a heavy bio Terran build. You know, you're all Marines and Marauders and whatnot, and Sambot's going to be just mainly Marines, I think.
It does look like it, in fact. And I am interested in seeing what this probe is up to. So we are building perhaps a forward pylon to get those reinforcements from these warp gates. We do also need Skyeborg to convert these 2 gateways into warp gates to get full use of that technology. But we also might be seeing an expansion there. We see Sambot flying his command center over to land in the gold, and we do in fact have Skyeborg dropping an expansion at the gold as well. So
wow, super ambitious double gold expansion here. So this could be either really good or it could be horrible.
It is a very aggressive expansion, but you know what? If the Voxel Agents can just hold maybe this choke here, and then this little section here, they can contain Desura quite well and then reap the reward of having that gold income.
It looks like we're going to have a bit of an attack on this expansion here, so they're going to march in. Xant's really exposed at the moment. That Nexus is absolutely under fire. Looks like it's...
down.
Oh, it has been cancelled.
So get the cancel off. So save 300 minerals. And now this bunker from Henley is in place, but we don't see the Voxel Agents bothering to run into that. They were happy enough to take out the expansion of Xant and then retreat and let their own expansions get up and underway.
Good army play, just getting a little bit ahead and then retreating and then making sure you convert that slight advantage that you've got into a large advantage by maintaining those bases that you've expanded out to.
I do really like that play, although we do see that Henley has his center tower up and will in fact be have full vision that these guys have taken an expansion at this forward gold base, so from that they can probably assume, and actually they don't have to assume because Xant has now scouted that with his observer, that the Voxel Agents have both gold expansions. So Desura now knowing full well that they are going to need to act quick to get rid of the army of Voxel Agents before their economy gets out of hand, and we might be seeing an engagement now. Half of the Voxel Agents army is still coming down that ramp, but we do see a bit of an engagement, and they are getting chased off. Those Colossus on the high ground, ripping through, those Marines, and chasing them back into their gold expansion.
You almost used a different adjective
I
there.
did almost use a different adjective.
Wrangling?
Wrangling?
Rogering? Something.
That's even worse.
So we've got 2 Colossus now, and quite a heavy amount of Marauders here. So quite a lot of Marauders, quite a lot of
Marauder mix.
Stalkers. We've got the Observer there to deal with any detection.
And this fight is going to be do or die. I think for Desura, they need to get this army down quickly before this economy comes. And here we go, we have that engagement. Those Marines stimming and running up. They really need to focus fire down these Colossus. Focus firing down the sentries actually to prevent those force fields, but leaving those Colossus free to melt through those Marine numbers. And now the Stalkers getting cleaned up. And that engagement did not go well at all for the Voxel Agents.
They just got absolutely wrangled.
They got wrangled and rogered so badly. And so we see Skyeborg's Nexus getting taken down. Sambot's orbital command probably will be next to go because both players have their army up at their main base.
They're really going to have to scramble now to get some army up before this big force hits them. And they're going to have really no choice but to get that thing out of there. I mean, they can't maintain that. So that's going to fly off back to their base. But in the meantime, they really need to pump out some units and try and maintain their ramp and just hold this force. And now it looks like we're engaging here, so we've got the two Colossus dancing back and forth.
Yeah,
There's a lot of impressive micro there, so all of those shots from the Marines being soaked up by the Stalkers, and that is just absolute domination. So
that is this Colossus only losing a touch of life, but the majority of that is the shields, so that is going to regenerate. We do see more Vikings on the field for Sambot, which is exactly what they need, going to be able to focus fire down those Colossus. However, it is a little bit too late.
Oh, with the last shot, it gets down one Colossus, but it's all too late. Skyeborg gives the GG. There's just too many units and not enough time to counter. So
that's right.
That looks like that's going to be the end of the match. Desura taking this one out. And really, it was the gold bases that proved the difference here. I mean, that was sort of a do-or-die effort there. If those gold bases got up there, the Voxel Agents economy would just have absolutely skyrocketed, and they would have had the money and the army to just steamroll Desura. But that push that they went out to take those gold bases out proved successful. They had the numbers, they had the positioning, they had the unit composition, and so it just ended up in their favor.
Yeah, forced them to one base. And as we see, both players getting very low minerals, but they were both forced to one base, and they managed to pull off a really big army to seal the win. So well done to Desura.
So first game goes to Desura, and Desura actually ends up taking out this match 2-0. So
giving them some much needed points.
That's right. So that puts them on 3 points, with the Voxel Agents on 4. So very, very close going into week 5.
Definitely.
So thanks for watching. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at PlayWellCup, or on Facebook at facebook.com/PlayWellCup. And of course, check out the website, which is playwellcup.com.au. And thanks for watching.